good win. Really tough opponent, demanding week. I thought the kids gave us everything that they had. You know, it was one of those weeks where you really had to prepare on your own as much as you can as a team, because there's not enough hours in the day to face that. Clearly, I thought we had an exceptional plan on defense. I thought Coach D'Onofrio and the defensive staff and the defensive players not only had a great plan, but really executed. So, real proud of the team, all three phases. I thought that, you know, I'm pretty sure that's the first time all year. I think we won every quarter, or maybe Ohio State as well, but we won each of the 4 quarters, which was big. So, with that, I'll open up to any questions that you have.
Al, JoJo setting the tone, not just the pick on the first play, but catching up with Roddy White, getting in the right spot to, you know, nullify that play. Just how vital was he as far as setting the tone defensively for you guys?
Yeah, he's done a great job, and Joe's one of our leaders, and just really did a great job at you know, adapting to safety after giving us our first 6 months at corner. So again, that's the kind of players that we're looking for. He's smart, he carries it to the game, he prepares, and he's just been doing a really good job. He's tough and he's smart. That's what we're looking for.
Now, could you address the improved discipline by your inside tackles on defense, holding the middle? I
thought they did a great job. I mean, again, Olsen was in there quite a bunch, Grimmel, in addition to Darius and Ojomo. So I'm sure there was in their mind, knowing that we had some injuries and suspensions there, so they were going to go after that. And but I thought those guys really responded well, and clearly Sean was brilliant today, Spence.
Coach, there's obviously a bunch of guys you mentioned some of them, but you know, with Perryman and Chickalo that are facing this offense for the first time, and they did pretty well.
Did a great job. Again, we got great leadership all week. Again, I thought Mark called it. I mean, Mark was awesome today. It was just awesome. I mean, they executed. He kept his poise, didn't give him a big one, and just really well done.
You talk about the adjustments Mark did, putting Spence there in the middle as much. That's the first time all year spent that much there.
Correct. Yeah, he did a good job inside, and then I thought a lot of guys came up and played well. I thought Vaughn Telemek did a nice job. Tyrone Cornelius saw some action in there for us. Kelvin Kane. You guys already mentioned Denzel. I thought he did a nice job. So I thought the ends, you know, the ends are the guys. They can get up the field too far sometimes and either get trapped or the quarterback ducks it. I thought they did a good job having discipline, and that includes Vernon, who was out there for the first time.
Is Spence in the middle something just for today, or is it something going to go back to?
No, it's just today. But you know, clearly we evaluate everything that they put on tape. So I think Denzel, you know, clearly gave us some evidence today that he deserves to play more. So we'll see how it shakes out.
How the dominance on special teams was just off the chart.
It was good. I mean, I thought, you know, we covered kicks well. Jake kicked it well. I was really disappointed about the block. I mean, that's something that's uncharacteristic for us. We're usually pretty tight there. They found a seam on us, and again, it was our own undoing there. But Trav had a big return before the half. If we don't get it out to the 30, we're just going to sit on it probably. You know, just be prudent there. But you know, he gets it out to their 45. You know, and then Jake hit a long one. So it was a good day. And you know, Dalton. We challenged Dalton earlier in the week, and he really responded for us.
What do you feel about the way Lamar ran the ball today after last week?
Boy, he ran hard. I mean, he ran hard, but they did a great job on defense. You know, you got to give them a lot of credit. They shown a lot of things that they didn't show last week. They pressured in a variety of different ways out of the 3-4, and it made it sticky on us. We hit some plays on them early. We didn't convert as well as we want to on third down, but we won the time of possession against a team that you should not do that. So I thought that was good, and I thought some of the guys in the O-line really stepped. I thought B-Wash's play on the 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 on the pitch to run out there, that's what we're trying to get from him. And he practiced better this week, and he carried it over to the game. I'm excited about him. I know he was excited the way he played today.
Now, it's always important to win first down on defense, no matter what, but how much of a particular emphasis was it against this team to get them where they're uncomfortable, 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, that sort of thing?
Yeah, again, I think that coupled, Tim, with the fact that we were playing with a lead, you know, helped a great deal, and allows you to be, you know, not risky on defense, but allows you to take, you know, be a little bit more reckless, if anything.
You touched on it a little bit earlier. Al, was this the most complete game you guys?
I think so. I mean, we'll see on the tape. I mean, it wasn't pretty on offense. Now they got after us. You know, they zone blitzed a lot. Coach Rowe did a great job calling. I told him after the game, I thought he did a tremendous job. They gave us some looks that we hadn't quite seen. They got some negatives. You know, we did just enough though. You know, and again, these are top 25 opponents. Good team, you know, and a team that executes, and that's a really good win for us.
Now, with a short week too, with a short week coming up, how concerned are you about Brandon, about Feliciano? Something that the guys might.
Yeah, I'm concerned about all of them, to be honest with you. There's a couple others that are banged up, that we're limping around, so we'll see. I mean, we're not gonna do too much. But again, I don't know, you guys probably know how Virginia did, I don't know, but I think they're home, so we gotta get rested up and healed up, and we'll go from there.
Feliciano got injured on the celebration.
On the celebration, you know, again, I didn't see it. Again, they were all kind of joking with him, so I didn't know it was serious. They were all, you know, they were all kind of joking with him, you know, but I can tell you that the X-ray was negative. So, but you know, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Al, against a unique offense like that, how tough is it if you can't control the middle on defense?
Yeah, I mean, again, that's why we put Sean in the middle. The tackles did a great job. I thought Ojomo and Darius did an excellent job, and Sean did a tremendous job. And if the ends can be poised and disciplined and not run up the field like they basically do every other day of their career, again, if you're Vernon, you were caged, and they opened up the cage, and now you got to stand on the line of scrimmage. That's not easy to do. But again, if you look at what the defense did today, it was really there was 25 plays in that game in the third quarter, early fourth quarter against North Carolina, where everybody was doing exactly what they needed to do. And I guarantee you that was at least twice as many today, where everybody was doing their job, and they did a nice job.
What did you see from Ja'Cory today? I mean, he didn't have the efficiency numbers, but he still seemed to kind of be in control of it.
Yeah, you know, again, he's being the one interception obviously hits off the guy's face mask, but you know, they're just doing some smart things with the ball. You know, he's not taking sacks and stuff, but tucked it and ran for a couple big conversions on third down, and clearly, you know, the conversion early in the game on fourth down was huge. So, you know, he's doing a lot of good. They're not all going to be perfect, but I thought clearly he played well enough for us to win.
Now, what would you say that most progress has been made, say, in the past month? You talked about, I guess, discipline on defense, guys playing roles and tough, general things like toughness.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think we're a competitive team. You know, I think no matter what, we compete. We're running the ball, we're flying around, we're covering kicks. Those are what we call the toughness categories. And, you know, toughness is a skill. You got to teach that. You know, you just can't say, okay, we're a tough team. You got to teach how to be a tough team and how to compete and how to want to cover kicks like that and cover punts like that. So obviously we're being more disciplined on defense. I think although it wasn't great today on offense, I think we're more balanced on offense, and clearly our special teams were a lot better than last week.
Coach, talk about the feeling and crescendo, the upswing your team is on right now. Obviously the guys are feeling good the last couple of weeks. You're looking for a third straight win in the short week though. So what are your concerns into that?
Yeah, they have a short week too. So I mean, for us, tomorrow. I mean, we got to get better tomorrow. Again, that's when everybody talks about the ACC race or this, that. I'm trying to teach them the process. The process, when it takes traction, is what allows you to win multiple games in a row. That's it. I mean, if they understand the process and how to be consistent, how to come over here tomorrow. And this week, it's not just about football. This week, you know, tomorrow, they got to use their time to get their schoolwork done, because they're not going to be in Wednesday night classes or Thursday classes, and then they got to turn around on Friday after a late game. So they got to get a lot of work done. So they have to be a disciplined team tomorrow.
Coach, is it fair to say the stuff that maybe you were talking about the first half of the season, the bad habits, the freelancing, that stuff has been kind of washed out of the system?
It's never washed out. It's never washed out, and it's our problem. It's not anybody else's problem. It's our problem. You gotta adhere to it every day until it becomes your culture. So, again, Ohio State, we were up here, and then we dropped, and then we were down 14-3 versus Kansas State. And I told everybody in the room they were a really good team. I think you all believe me now. But we can't do that. We can't be that kind of team. I think we can't be that kind of team. So we got to go back to work tomorrow, and everybody just keep doing their job. Bring your training to the game, do your job, trust the process, and then go play. And next man in mentality this week for sure, because we got some guys on a short week that are banged up.
How big was the fourth down play early in the first quarter? They didn't get it. You guys were excited. You're excited as well. I mean, did you sense that?
The fake punt?
Yes.
Yeah, huge. Huge, because when you put your punt return team out there, there's guys that are assigned to that fake punt, and they executed really well. They did a great job. So I mean, that's big. When we say do your job, that's it. There was about 3 guys that are assigned to that did their job, and it was just enough to prevent that. So that was really big.
You decided to go forward on that fourth down, 4th and 3. Ja'Cory throws to Dorsett. Just the faith that you have in those 2 guys to be able to hook up on that play.
Yeah, just that number 12. Now I have faith in him. I have faith in him. So we get that situation. We don't want to give them the ball back. You know, we wanted to win the time of possession. Scoring was more important than time of possession. I think we accomplished both.
Al, I'm not sure if you mentioned this, but how did Olivier Vernon do in his first game?
Good. I thought he did a good job. You know, he had a role that he had to be disciplined, and he was. And again, you can sense that the team really worked well together. I thought that was huge. He did a great job.
2 more questions for Coach Golden, please.
Coach, can you talk about Mike James, how he did not only on offense but on special?
Yeah, Mike. That's Mike James. You know, he's tough. He thought he ran the ball hard. Again, it was tough sledding in there, and then you know, Mike gives us. You know, he was covering kicks for us and doing things of that nature too. So it's really important for us.
Al, would you talk about the way a coach and team grow together? I know this year has had some frustration for you. When you see it start to come like this, is there a gratification?
Well, it is, but I mean, again, for me, it's about, you know, you just put your head down and you just keep pounding away until the season's over, and you really don't, you know, I mean, there'll be maybe a 30-minute ride home where I might enjoy it, and then that's it. The reality sets in that you're playing in 4 days, and you know, we're just trying to, honestly, we're just really trying to teach him that process. And the gratification is that we're sitting here in 4-3, and you know, we played one of the hardest schedules in the country. We played 5 teams that have been ranked in the top 25, and we're sitting here at 4-3, and got a big one coming up Thursday night.